Hello everybody. We're just going to do some generic gameplay, but I really want to talk about where DD2... so if you haven't been following, Darkest Dungeon 2 is obviously going to be delayed from the original launch, but if you were following the game, I don't think that was hard. And to be honest, when they released their original roadmap, I don't think that was really much of a surprise either. They really wanted to add a lot, and based on the past everything they had, I just don't think they were ever going to be near their 2023 February launch date. Nothing wrong with that, I just thought it was a little unrealistic at first, but that's beside the point. I think it's a good thing. I don't think they should have tried. I mean, I don't even think they could have. Like, as I've been saying, with the holidays and everything else, like, it would have just been nigh impossible to find the people and time to do all of that. So between all of that stuff, it would have been so tough to find people, let alone on top of the fact that also, these things take time. If you ever worked in a corporation where you're trying to do big projects, where in your own life you're trying to do big projects, things just never quite go as fast as you think they should. So I'm glad they are, because there's been a couple of games in our generation alone that have come out well before they probably should have and were obviously received terribly. No Man's Sky is a huge one. Another huge one would have been Cyberpunk wasn't quite as bad, but there was still some stuff they did a few months after patch that would have been really good. So try to avoid being like No Man's Sky, Cyberpunk. Make sure you got the game relatively good where you want it. Obviously, it's not going to always be perfect. That's a blessing and a curse of games being online now. You can actually, obviously, you can get away with not having the game exactly as you want it upon release, but sometimes some people, I feel, use that as like we can make I don't want to say a crap game, but we can put out a subpar product because we can always, fix it later. That's somewhat true, but not always. You do have to be careful. Sometimes you may damage your reputation. So I'm glad Darkest Dungeon is doing that. You're going to absolutely want to put your best foot forward. And the audio is going to go a little weird here, but I'm actually going to pull up the roadmap. I think it's the roadmap. I couldn't find the original post. I don't look that hard. But so they got up to everything of the coming next, whatever that is. So it's Cultist Reinforcements, the new progress system, new hero, which was the Bounty Hunter, Act 3 Confession, and they actually did, now this is the part where I don't completely know which one's going first. I want to hit that one. Okay. So they did the relationship rework first. So they still have Act 4, New Hero, Collector Mini-Boss, Driving Improvements, New Hero 3, Secret Mini-Boss, Pets, Hero Original Skins Playable, Act 5 Commission, and more. Now the and more part I'm just going to assume is obviously like, obviously we're not going to end the game there. So I'm just going to assume everything they actually listed will be done by Q2 of 2023. Now I'd have to look at what Q2 means. Jinx. I'd have to look at what Q2 means because, sorry, just I really want to think about what I want to do here. If it, we'll fade that. That's how I know I'm going to get hit on my riposte, but I did not put on the blind token. I was hoping for that blind. We'll heal her. Ooh, 19. In all honesty, even after reading all of that, I feel like Q2 may be a little tough as well. I mean, like, maybe not, but because that gives them 5 to 6 months. I think it'd be really good if they could get this out in time for the Steam sale. Obviously, you wouldn't put this game on the Steam sale, but I do believe if you were to at least get it out when people are obviously willing to spend a lot of money around the Steam sale, that would be ideal. So yeah, if they get it out around the Steam sale, maybe a little before, a little after, who knows. I think that would be ideal. Ooh, I did not want to take that damage. How much is it? 6? Ouch. Oh well, I can... Yeah, so I think if they can release all those things they just mentioned by... I actually did want to advance, but that's fine. I wasn't going to do the Librarian. I'm going to do the boss in the next region. Yeah, I'm going to do the boss in the next region. I was hoping to hit a hospital, which I don't think I am, regardless. Yeah, I think they'll get there. It's still a lot of work, though. It's 2 brand new heroes, 2 brand new bosses, but it is half a year, and there's really nothing mechanically left to do, which is why I think they can probably do it. Mechanical always takes longer. It's more coding. It's more balancing how the game's going to play. So I do think they should be able to bang out. Yeah, we need to do that. I do think they should be able to bang out the rest of the stuff fairly quick. I'm going to have to do all this stuff on the fly. So that's the good news. I don't think they're stuck. I think they'll be able to improve the speed in which they've been doing things. So that's really good, but I don't like whiskey. Well, I do like whiskey in my personal life, but applied attacker 1 hit. Huh. Yeah. Maybe. We'll just put it on. It's trinket. What trinkets do I have, actually? I've been neglecting those. Oh, yeah, actually, let's get some disease resist on. Yeah, what am I doing? There we go. Okay. Sometimes I forget about trinkets. We'll get a candle. Let's get a candle. Maybe I'll get a candle. Okay, that's not bad. We'll get another candle then.
They emptied their larders.
Well, yeah, we'll get another candle. But yeah, I think if they do it by Q2, like I said, mechanically, it's not going to be as tough. They'll have obviously more. Okay. Darn. Yeah, so them pushing it back, it had to happen. I'm glad they did. Not glad because obviously the game's getting delayed, but it's just it was needed. I'm kind of surprised they waited till December 16th to say it. I think, well, I don't know, I guess 2 months away. They obviously knew they were going to delay it well before that. There's no way they told Steam a month and a half before launch, like, hey, it's not happening. They probably knew. I'm willing to bet they knew probably 3 to 2 months into their roadmap release. They were like, oh, yeah, you know what's not happening? This roadmap. Like, it just takes a while. And I know I'm not really talking about the game, but you've seen the game a bajillion times. It's the same stuff. But it's just you always have to expect the unexpected. For example, when they probably were originally doing everything in this game, they're probably like gonna assume all of their mechanics were fairly good. They probably didn't think, oh, we're gonna have to go back and fix this system, and oh, we're not gonna have to go back and fix this system, which is fine. But the problem is that did happen. So it's not that it's, I don't want to say, it's not that the game was like bad, but I think they didn't intend that certain mechanics were going to have to be changed so drastically, such as relationships and also the progression system. Obviously, like reintroducing a Hamlet was probably something they didn't really intend to originally do. Therefore, it took a lot of extra time, and maybe they're thinking, well, they're like, oh, the relationship system shouldn't be too hard to fix. But people take off, people get sick. Some people just don't do their jobs. Creative differences. There's a whole bunch of stuff that can go wrong. So who knows? Maybe it was realistic at one point, but some weird, huge snag happened and it just ruined them. But I've read a few books about games, and they always say, well, this kind of just generically big projects and games in general. If you're ever going to do something massive in your life, most likely the first 90% you're going to do is probably going to be about 10 to 15% of the actual work. And the reason for that is most things in life really are, how do I want to say this? Things that are the great stuff in life that separates it from the average to good is often in the minute details, correct? It's very rare to watch a movie and the whole movie is just really bad from start to finish, because for the most part, most people know how to make a decent movie for at least 80 to 90%. And that's why it really is so jarring. If someone does release a movie that is so bad, you're like, I don't understand how they ever didn't run it by. It does happen, obviously. There are just failures in terms of like movies and other stuff in life. I'm not saying they don't exist. Oh, that really sucks. I was hoping to get a 2-for-1, but I'm gonna have to do this now. But yeah, so in video games, for the most part, most companies know how to make a video game. They know what they want to do. They know it's like, oh, it's going to be a first-person shooter. We're going to have X, Y, and Z. And this is going to be the main gimmick. And, you know, that doesn't take too long to think of. The coding is a whole separate issue, obviously. But yeah, for the most part, it's once you start getting down to how well did you make those systems? How well does everything flow? How careful were you with the writing? You know, that's when you start getting into those minute details that take so long. Because it's the fine-tuned balancing. You're like, well, if they do 20% damage here, but then if they could ever get, you know what I mean? Like, it's just... And also, with depending how long, that's just generically in general. This isn't even talking about the real-life complications then. For example, there's something called, I believe they call it legacy coding. I don't do coding. But there's legacy coding. And what happens with legacy coding is, and you usually see these, given? No, I don't care. You usually see this in MOBAs, so League of Legends, Dota 2, you know, anything that's been going on for a while, man, no hospitals. Anything that's been going on for a while and has obviously had many programmers over the years, they get something called legacy coding. And the problem with legacy coding is that, yeah, I'll put that on. Oh, what does that do? Oh, that's nice. I read about that. I don't care. Okay. Not everyone is perfect at their job, and coding is kind of one of those weird worlds where I do want to fight, but they hate each other. Yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, so if someone doesn't really know how to code well, or if they know how to code so much better maybe, and someone who comes in doesn't know how to code well, they might be looking at the coding being like, holy crap, what the heck were they doing? Even though it may not technically be like they weren't doing bad, you know what I mean? So depending on how many like different programmers Darkest Dungeon has had, Darkest Dungeon 2, Red Hook has had, they may have some issues with legacy coding where they're like, we just can't keep some like, you know, some like a regular coder, so whenever someone comes in, they have to learn the new code. There's just a lot of things that can always potentially delay a game. You just don't account for it, or you know it's gonna. Jeez. Oops. So yeah, but that's my point. It's just like, it's tough. It's things you never intend. Who knows, a weird world where maybe one of your coworkers develop a relationship and then they break up, and then the next thing you know, you lose 2 workers for the price of 1. You're like, why did, you know? It's just, it's real life. You have real people. You have real issues, and sometimes they come out sideways and affect your game. Creative differences. I don't know. I know I've been rambling about a while about just this, but it's just always fascinating to see the whole process of, like, you know, releasing a game, because it is so, there's so many moving parts, there's so much to consider. So it's just, you know, and that's why, to be honest, I'm kind of intrigued if the quarter 2 will stand. And the only reason why I think it will is that as I said before, mechanically they got most of the, you know, the hard mechanical stuff down. The progress is done, the relationships is done, the base idea for the game is done. So really it's going to be, okay, let's pump out the, you know, let's pump out the content now. Not the, it's the game, but like, they're not pumping out the game, they're pumping out the content. And theoretically, once again, never obviously coded or all that stuff, but pumping out content should be easier, because at that point you're just adding models to a game that already has theoretically most things balanced. Now the new heroes are going to be interesting on the sole fact that oh holy crap, crit. The new heroes are going to be interesting. It's like, are they going to be balanced, or are they accidentally going to break balancing, or are they going to be just, you know, it's hard because the new heroes, if they get new ideas and then they add new mechanics, or if they add like new skills, it may throw off some of their balancing. And that's always tough because, you know, as the game goes on, you can see in the first Darkest Dungeon, when you get to the Flash and the Shield Breaker, they're very, very different from the base characters. And they can certainly affect certain bosses and how you play if you own the DLCs. So it's no trivial thing when you introduce a new character. They can really, I don't want to say break, but sometimes they can. And a good example of this is if you've actually played, wow, that's a 13% chance with blind. I forget what I was going to say now. Oh, Overwatch, I believe. I never played Overwatch as hard as this, but I know when, what, Bridget, I forget her name is, Bridget, I think it was like Bridget or something. When she came out, she was supposed to be, was it a healer? She was a healer or tank. Main point is she wasn't meant to be DPS. That's all you need to know. She wasn't meant to output damage. Well, the problem is, she output damage, she could heal, and she was tanky. She filled every role, but she was so weird and creative. Not weird, but she was so creative because at that point she was, once again, she was a released character. She wasn't in the base game. As people progressed, they came up with new ideas, and they said, oh, I have a cool idea for a character. Let's add it in. And then all reality was like, what did we do? What did we add? This is a nightmare. But the problem was, and I'll give Red Hook credit for this, it seems like they usually reverse their very poor decisions immediately. Or I shouldn't say poor decisions, but if something isn't very well balanced, they'll usually try to scale it back rather quickly, which is very nice, because from what I heard in Overwatch is they took forever to pull back or nerf her, that it really killed some of their player base. And they had a strong game until that, so sometimes once you add one new thing that you never really intended, you can really throw off your base game. So I don't know. I doubt Red Hook will have that problem. Hopefully not. But yeah, you always have to watch out when you add new heroes of just potentially just throwing out some of your progress you've done before. Just ooh, was that a disease? Yeah, that was a disease. Yikes! Yikes! This is going poorly. Oh, this is going very poorly. Holy crap! This is going beyond poorly. I really was meant to hit a little harder everywhere. Hold on, guys. I need to actually think. I was on autopilot for those first couple of fights. Well, not first couple. Literally until I got here. He's going to do all this weave crap. If I hit her, it doesn't matter. If I hit that, it's going to get reduced. If I do retribution, maybe. No, but so I guess I could get rid of their dodge tokens. Burn him in the back. Iron Swan kill. Then, okay, yeah. So I'm going to do retribution and hope they, I can just burn through the last evasion and, he doesn't do attack. Nah, not darn. That's what I didn't want. Okay. Yes. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. This fight's gonna turn out to be a little rough. I do have one healing salve. And I did put on the heals. Okay, we'll be fine. It's just gonna be stress damage. Well, that doesn't actually do damage. Well, it does damage because I have the disease that does damage. Whew, holy cow. That's a lot. Okay, and now I'm gonna have to hit him extra hard. Oh, and I lost my riposte. Oh my goodness. Okay, everything went sideways right here. Oh, and I have to oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, and I can't hit. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this ain't going hot at all. This is very, very bad. This has gone very poorly. Yeah, this has gone very poorly. Alright. I'm just going to have to eat a critical. Now, the good news is I can cauterize and do a healing salve. The bad news is I really need to kill this guy. I won't cauterize quite yet. No, I'll cauterize. She's about to get wrecked. How much damage? 3? What's that? 25% chance, right? To set myself on fire with Arsonist? I didn't check. Hold on. Was it 33? 25. Nope, 25. T-stress ain't terrible. It's just lost one for something. Okay. I need to kill this thing. Yeah, I need to kill that thing quick. Alright, here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, gosh darn it. There we go. I was going to say, get through that protection token with that. Could do. Okay, got one more. There we go. Okay. 5. Might be able to kill it. 3 HP if I do a critical. No critical. Not dead. Darn. Dead next turn, though. Okay, one last turn of, yeah. That does, yeah, oh, that's brutal. Oh my goodness, that's beyond brutal. Okay, boop. I just only want to go to Death's Door. Yeah, I do want to clean up my act a little bit here. Yeah, I want to do some, crap. Yeah, this regen thing is just driving me bonkers. I need to just start finishing these guys off. I am going to do this, actually, because that'll get one stress off. Though, I guess you could argue. Alright, he's dead, right? 6, yeah. Okay, that's good, that's good. We're going to... I do need to heal myself in a weird way, don't I? That's a relationship increase right there? Was it? No, okay, I thought I saw that. It's gonna need to be the Jester next. Actually, no. Okay, yeah, so that's great. Okay, I can get you the best door then. Alright, there we go. Okay, then... Oh, wait, these things explode, though, if they're left last. Oh, shit. Alright, shoot. I'm gonna have to take this thing out first. Oh, but it's got a force to attack thing. Oh, boy, I need to kill it. Does it get to go before me? We'll just try to kill it. Oh, I won't be able to hit it. Well, this is going to end very poorly then, because I think it's just going to automatically go and just explode a whole bunch of stress onto me. So we'll do that. I think it just explodes at the end of the turn. Oh, can I daze it? Oh, no. 12 damage. Wait, 7, 4. I need to hit for... Oh, I need to hit the full 12 to kill it. Let's go. Hit for the full 12. There we go. That was lucky. That was very lucky. Yep, let's do that. I don't care. Those are always great. Okay. I'm going to skip to the end. And we'll do a little bit of relationship stuff there. And then we'll end the video. Yeah. I've rambled a little bit tonight, guys. My apologies. But I kind of like talking about just... Wait, what is that? Each hero on combat start. Courageous, abandon skills plus 50%. Gain on miss if in rank 1. Okay. Alrighty. Tuckered out. That's a bad one to have. Fussy Eater. Who has a bad quirk first? Pillager's not bad. Misses the mark. That's not great. So let's get this on you. Oops, not what I wanted. Whoopsie. Yeah, sure, we'll eat some food. Eat some food. Just gonna try to do this stuff quickly. Don't care. Let's swap that. That's fine. Get rid of. Let's just look at mastery. Wicked Hack definitely's got to go up. She's maybe not yet. Hold on. Yeah, Razor's Wit's got to go up. So does Harvest. And then one skill in the Man at Arms. No, Crush was upgraded to Bolster. Not Retribution. Alright. Provisioner, trinkets are on massive sale. Range skills, doesn't really matter. 10% damage minus 2 speed. 36, 20%. Who is it? It's just her, but 20% damage. She doesn't have any like hard hitting range skills. I'm thinking of maybe I just turn start 15. Yeah, I don't know. Those are bad trinkets, sadly. It's not gonna help me much. I'll buy one of those. I'll buy that. I'll buy that. There we go. Gain crit on melee skills, 66% for bleeds, 33%, so for mid range 4-2 stress. We'll get rid of. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll just get rid of that. Oh, don't want to do that. Nope. Oh, jeez. Hit, my brain just shut off there for half a second. That was fun. Yeah, so we're gonna select a new area. No, I'm not doing the Shroud as the last. Well, let me think. Can I immobilize myself? Because I kind of want to find a way to immobilize myself so the Harvest Child can't keep self. I might do that. Toe to toe. Okay. Because that's taunt forward 1. Yeah. I didn't upgrade that though. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do it there again. Just so we can take on the Harvest Child. Got a lot of quirks and stuff. Yeah, we got so much. I probably don't have enough money to remove all that stuff. I just really want to get rid of all of the diseases. I'm gonna face the exemplar. I need to save that for the final boss. Okay. Oh, that's the combat item now. Wow, they really upgrade that. I tell you what, we'll just give it to you, I guess. Okay. Alright. And we'll actually heal him. Because we are fighting the exemplar, aren't we? -2 each target. We'll give it a go. Probably going to end badly, isn't it? No, awesome. Okay. Let's see how our relationships go. Avoid the field hospital. At least it's a field hospital. That's all I want. Alright, let's see what our relationships are. So probably going to have 3, maybe 4. 2. 2. These both should be positive, I believe. Yeah, so I don't think either of these will be negative. Echoing March. I don't really use that on strategic withdrawal. Don't really use that. Alright. Hopefully I can take those skills off. I definitely don't use run and hide. Bellow's not bad. So, okay. Those aren't the greatest. And as I said, yeah. Definitely not make or break. Hopefully I can take the skills off, though. So we checked for the negative skills you couldn't remove. We're going to see if we can remove the positive skills. I need field hospital on the left, thank goodness. And it's not right away, which is actually really good. It'll allow me some time to get more money. I just need to make sure, okay, so I'll head straight there. Field hospital does not get screwed up by that. So we're going to hug left the whole time. And we should get a lot, actually not a lot of money. Because we only have 1, 2, hopefully this is another fight or something. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm just going to check here real quick. Who had the positive relationships? You did. So yes, if it's negative, you don't need to put it on. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I don't really care. I don't even have Bello on, yeah. Where's new? Alright, sounds great. Thanks for watching. We will do this next time.